Hey everybody, how you doing? It is Tuesday, September 4th, and I just received some products from Strato Minis in Poland. So again, right off the bat, this is not a paid promotion. I have not been compensated in any way for this review. This review actually got set up about a month ago between myself and the owner-operator of Strato Mini, Christoph. You may recognize that name because he posts up a lot of stuff, especially about the bull shark that's coming up. So these are from our last conversation, my last conversation with Christoph, are early production types of various models. If he included anything else, I'm unaware of. But what I'm expecting is this is supposed to be the 15mm Doberman Infantry. But like I said, these are supposed to be early castings, so they're not final products. This is just really early review stuff. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what's going on. See what we have here. Alright. Okay, put this to the side. Got my name on there, taped up really well. Excuse me. So it's going to take a second to open all this stuff up. I just literally picked this up from the post office because for some reason my letter carrier decided not to actually deliver it. She has a tendency to just leave delivery notices and not actually put anything in my box. And complaining has done nothing at all for my local post office, which has a very horrible review rating everywhere. Google, Yelp, you name it. If you can review it, it's negative across the board. So I am considering getting a P.O. box here soon. Okay, so that's as open as I'm going to get it right now. Like I said, I was expecting the Doberman Infantry, but it looks like there might be some more stuff. Okay, so it is a box of goodness. So just to verify, yes, that's empty, nothing in there. Nothing in there. So great packaging. Holy crap, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in here. Alright, let's see here. There's mecha. Holy shit. Do I have like a complete army here? Holy crap. So again, I'm not being compensated in any way to review this. This is just a review. I've never received this much stuff for a review. Wow. Okay, I'm like totally surprised. So let's see. First up is a Uduros, and I know I'm saying this with my because I am Puerto Rican, so I'm saying it the way I would normally say it. So Uduros. This is a 6mm tank. Okay, let's lay these out here. Here's another tank. Verdun, the 6mm Verdun tank. Holy crap. Ooh, a wreck marker of the bull shark. Ooh. Ho. That's going to be fun. Okay, so we're going to leave that there for a second. Wreck marker of, unfortunately, I can't remember what this one was called. I know this is on the Strato site. Okay, so we got two wreck markers. Or I should say bull shark. Bull shark. This is the bull shark. My bad. Okay, well, let's leave some of this stuff to the side. Totally was not expecting this at all. Let me put this knife away. Safety first. Oh, safety first, guys. I know I have some younger viewers. Bull shark something brush me. I'm not sure what that means, but I do believe this is another new casting that they did. So this is supposed to be an earlier thing. So we're gonna put mechs over here. Spinner mech. Brush me. I think what he means is I need to wash those. Okay. Dutchman mech. Okay, so far these are gonna need a bit of work for me to give you a good review on these. Like I said, I wasn't expecting this because I'm gonna have to take them off the sprue and do a little bit of cleaning on them. Scorcher mech. That looks interesting. Here's another tank, Scarab 6mm tank, Scarab. I'll put that there. 15mm for now. The name, I'm not even going to say what the working title is right now because I don't want them to get in trouble. So we'll put that there. 15mm Rifleman. So yeah, it's a temporary name, but I believe these are the Dobermans that are coming out. 6mm, and he's got a note on here. For fun, rather unusable. Judge yourself. They're looking decent to me. Not bad, but they do need a lot of cleanup work. But again, these are early production types, so can't say anything bad. And here's the 15mm Doberman tactical suit. So this is the main thing I was expecting. I was not expecting any of this other stuff. So let's go ahead with this, since this is the main thing. The other ones I'm gonna have to do a follow-up video on once I clean them up. But wow, thank you, Christoph. This is, wow, really unexpected. So let's look at the 15mm Dobermans first, and we'll look at the other stuff, other 15mm stuff in a second. I will do a separate video on the mechs and possibly on the tanks as well. Do that all in one shot. I might do the tanks right now. So again, these are the 15mm Doberman tactical suit. So we just got one here at random. Doesn't look bad. Details are pretty decent. Again, these are early prototypes. Okay. Like I said, about a month ago, Christoph had posted this up on 15mm Sci-Fi Gaming. So, and he offered me a set just for review purposes, and told me totally that these are just early castings. It's not the finalized version because there's still some stuff to clean up on there. Okay, so that's one. I mean, and they're not bad. They're not bad at all. I always like this type of pose. Always like this type of pose, the standing at the ready pose. So yeah, they're not bad at all. They really aren't. Very light, made in resin. Whoops. Let's see, that's the same pose as the first guy. Yeah, same pose as the first guy. So let's see, we'll separate them out here. The other one at the ready, so we've already seen that. Then we have two of these guys. Move the camera light just a little bit. There we go. Get better lighting on here. I said for early prototype kits models, they look pretty damn ready to me. And I've got one in a sitting position. I guess this will be the commander. No visible weapon. Yeah, these aren't bad at all for early prototypes. Not bad at all. Let me see if I could get them up here. I can't tell if it's focusing or not. So that one will focus. That's at the ready. Alright, so for early production types, these are not bad. This weapon kind of reminds me of the pulse rifle from Aliens, but it's not the pulse rifle. What is it? The Sal 9? I think. I don't think it's a Sal 9. Very reminiscent of it though. So those are cool. Those are really cool. So that is the Doberman tactical unit. So if these are early production types, I'm looking forward to the final ones. To be honest with you, that's looking pretty cool. Got an idea of what I'm gonna do with that. So again, temporary name, temporary quote unquote Halo Rifleman. These are obviously not Halo at all. It's just a temporary name. It says so right there. Just a temporary name. So these are also 15mm. Let's see. Wow. Okay, so I hope the camera can pick up the detail on that. But you can see, yes, it does. See on that belt, the belt's got all the right marks. Chest armor looks pretty good. Kind of soft on the detail, but again, these are early productions, so I'm sure they'll be a lot crisper. Small mold line right here along the leg, and you can see right here where the gate is, obviously holding it up. Backpack, pretty decent backpack. Not a lot of cleanup is going to be necessary for this. Oh my. I'm going to have a field day with these. So let's see. I'm going to separate some of these. Okay, so here's another one. If it would focus. Anybody want to get me a better camera? Please feel free to do so. So this one's not bad at all. Again, I'm not... See, I can't tell because my eyesight is pretty bad as it is. But around the waist, the hip joints, you can definitely see panel lining in there. The armor is looks like it's got 2 or 3 types of plates. On the side helmet looks good. Shoulder armor there. Leg not so much definition, but again, it's like I said, it's early prototype stuff. So that I'm sure all that's going to be improved. Okay. So let's see. I'm trying to see how many different poses we have here. Basic guy just on guard. Not bad. There's a shoulder rocket. I can see where the detail needs to get cleaned up just a little bit. If you look right here, I don't think you'll be able to see it on camera. It does look like there's some small holes or ports that should probably get picked up really nice in the detail once it gets primed and painted. You got 1, 2, 4 rockets in there. Again, the armor looks good. A little sight right there. Cool. Okay, so that's 4 poses so far. Of course, we got the guy who's taking a knee. Looking good, looking good. let's see. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 poses thus far. Here's pose number 6. This looks more to me like a because of his stance, maybe he could be sitting on the side of a ship, like a drop ship. Rather than running, or he could be coming to a stop or something like that. But it looks like it's really well posed to be sitting on the edge of a ship for it to jump out of a helo or something. Really interesting. I've not seen too many 15mm minis that do that. Dropship Horizon does have some, or not Dropship Horizon. You know who I'm talking about, Harold Crossley. I didn't get much sleep, guys. Forgive me. So yeah, that's an interesting pose. So that's 6 poses. And let's see. So I've got, pose number 7. Pose number 7. Another guy with a heavy gun. I think I like this pose better than the first one from the Dobermans. Actually, I can tell you, I really like this pose more than the one in the Doberman. Both are cool, but this, oh yes, this speaks more to me. Like, this is definitely, I ain't got time to bleed Jesse Ventura style right there. Very nice. And again, it does have, I can see it. I'm not sure if you can see it in the camera, but the belt does have the detail on there with the separated belt chain. Really nice. Probably will have to get sharpened up a little bit once they get final production on these. But yeah, so, okay, so that's 7 poses. So it's looking like maybe he sent me one of each pose. So let me separate this just a little bit. So let's see. Okay, yeah. Yep, another guy with the RPG. Details are a little bit crisper on this. You can see those holes on the RPG itself a little bit better with the naked eye. So I think you can pick it up there. Look at the bottom, just having it ready. Okay, so yeah, that's pose number 8. See, where is the other one? Okay, so again, kneeling position, another RPG guy, looking really good. So we'll definitely need some cleanup on these. So let's see, that is 9. Let's see, does he look like anything? Okay, so we got, well, okay, so we got 2 of these chain gunners. So here's the second chain gun guy. Just show you here real quick. Second chain gun guy there. The first one in the similar pose looks like he might be a little bit taller. No, they're about the same. Okay, so I got 2 of those. And here's another one. Basic infantryman. Looking good. Alright, so that is this. And another one of the guy that looks like he'd be jumping out of the side of the ship. Alright, so we've got 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 different poses on this set, on the Rifleman set. That is not bad at all. If if you're looking for a variety of poses, this is going to be cool. What I would suggest is when these become available, excuse me, I'm going to open up the last one. Again, temporary name, Halo Heavy Weapons. They're not Halo. They don't look like Halo. Okay. But what I would suggest to Christoph and everybody at Strato, you might want to consider selling some of these by the sprue. Okay, what I mean by that is, for instance, these guys right here. Like I said, they could be running troops. Sorry about the shake. They could be running troops, but they also look like they could be sitting on the edge of, like a Huey or something, or a VTOL ship, ready to jump out, or they're at the ready. I think people would be interested to be able to get this model separate from the whole pack. And, just a thought. And as well as these heavy troops with the RPGs, and maybe even these chain gun guys. Having that available as a separate option, maybe like a pack of 10. If it's possible. Just a thought, just my thought. So these are supposed to be the heavy weapons, and so this is the same chain gun guy, the rocket. These are all the same poses. And I've already got. These do look like they're a little bit rougher, so they may have came out earlier in the casting stages. And again, this chain gun guy, just standing there. I'm calling the body. So yeah. So that's for a preview. That's a whole squad. That is a way to do a review, or to get a review done, because this certainly's got my attention. So we have a total of, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25 troops in 15mm. That's pretty much a good squad for me. And like I said, these are early production, so they're not the final versions. They look good to go with a little bit of cleanup. So I'm sure they're going to clean these up by the time they're ready for full production. Let's take a look at some of these tanks. Well, yeah, let's take a look at, So let's look at the experimental stuff. All right, again, they're not Halo, they're just, I guess that's a good analogy for them right now at this point. This is the 6mm stuff. I'm not a huge 6mm player. I've got the Age of Tyrants Kickstarter, which I never did do a review of, honestly, because I kind of lost interest because it took so long for it to get to me. So 6mm, it's hard to get the detail, but it's all the same poses that I just showed there. And yeah, these are super rough, but they're workable. It'll take me some time, but they are workable. And this is the last runner. Sorry. Yeah, they're not bad. They're not bad. And like Christoph said right there on the packaging, rather unusable, but you be the judge. I am known to be the guy that can take things that are screwed up and make something out of them. So yeah, Christoph, I think I can do something with these. I wouldn't say they're unusable. I would say they're a little bit rough. But they're gonna look cool. They're gonna look cool once we get in the final production run. They're gonna look cool. Alright, so we'll take a look at some of these tanks real quick. So this is now turned into a 15mm / 6mm review of Strato Minis. Alright, so this is the Uduros. So let's look down here. So all this has got to get cut off right here. Can definitely magnetize. I like the fact that it's not hollow underneath there. The detailing is here. So it's tracked, but from the side it looks like it could be a anti-grav. So let's look at the turret real quick. Put the hull down. Turret's got a lot of nice detail on there. Not a lot to clean up. Just a little bit of flash right there. Dual entry. Missile pod right here. And I do like that the barrel does have a hole in it that has been slightly bored out. That's always a plus. That gets a thumbs up from me. Because something this small, I would hate to have to try to do it myself. Let's take a look at it here. So yeah, this works. This is cool. I'm thinking I'm going to do everything opposite of what I normally do. Paint it white and use some really bright oranges on there to give it the highlights. So let's look at the Scarab 6mm tank. Again, the hull looks very similar. Looks like it's slightly bent on this side, but again, these were early. Let me try to get it focused. Early test models from what he was telling me. There's the front end. It is tracked, but again, you could easily get away with saying that it's anti-grav if you so chose, which I don't know. I might do. Turret is very similar to the Yaduros, except minus the extra missiles on there. Again, there goes that bored out hull. We got one more diverting. Yeah, I like it. That's cool. That's really cool. And finally, the Verdun. Video's being a lot longer than what I thought it would be. This one seems to be a little bit heavier than the other two. So definitely need to do some cleanup on this. Once again, tracked, but on the profile you could easily say that it's anti-grav. I think I'll just use them as tracked. Okay, so this is the upper hull, the turret. The barrel is bent. Let me try to get it to focus in here. Yeah, so the barrel is bent. Why is it not focusing? There we go. Maybe it just doesn't like this one. Barrel's bent. There's the other side. Not a big deal. This is an interesting turret. Never quite seen anything like this before. So points for that. Very interesting. Very different. This right here almost looks like, I'm gonna be totally honest, if I were to cut this away, this looks like it could be a small starship. Like really, seriously, it does. It looks like it could be a small starship, with this being the cockpit right here in the front. Main drive right here, star drive back here, and see on the underside, this right here, disembarkment ramp right here. So hey, if you're listening, Christoph, there's a free idea for you. Free idea for, and a thanks for sending all this insanely cool stuff. Yeah, this could really be like a small 6mm starship. Now, if you were to make this in like 15mm scale as a dropship, I don't think too many people would mind. It would actually be pretty cool. So there we have the turret on there. So yeah, this is a very different design. Something I'm not used to. See, and that's supposed to be the rear. So it looks good, like it'd be in the rear. Just forward. Just trying to hold it in place. So yeah, that's definitely something interesting, something different that I've not seen before. I'm not saying the design isn't out there, I'm just saying that for me, this is the first time seeing a design like this. So this is pretty cool. This is probably my favorite of the 3 tanks. To be totally honest, this is really nice. I like this design. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up real quick. I can't tell you when the next video, part 2, will be for the mechs, because like I said, I'm gonna have to do some cleaning on them, just from what I can see here. Like I said, on the Scorcher, you can see there's stuff everywhere. Some flash that needs to get cleaned up, because these are resin made parts. And then I'm gonna have to look at the website to see how this goes together. I can't even honestly remember how the Scorcher looks. I see the legs, but I don't know where the hell the legs go on here. This is the arm. Here, you know what? I'm gonna open up the Scorcher. I will open up the Scorcher right now. See if I can get an idea of how this goes together. Let's put the tanks right over here for a moment. That's the upper hull. Okay, so it's got a little waist joint right there. It's supposed to go here. Here are the legs. Again, I'm going to have to look at this. Okay, so that's going to be the front. Yeah, they're going to need quite a bit of cleanup. Weapon arm. Okay, so yeah, a lot of cleanup I'm going to have to do on these. So for the mechs from Strato Minis, I will be doing a separate video, because I'm going to have to spend a good few hours cleaning these up. And I'm pretty much going to just have them assembled and show them off at that point. Alright, well, thanks for putting up with me, guys. Again, thanks to Strato Minis for sending me this insanely large package of preview models that I was totally not expecting. Now I gotta find bases for them. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of these models. I have stuff I gotta paint, so I'm getting set up here. Let me know what you think of them. And again, these are, as was described to me, early prototypes, early castings. They're not the final versions of these models, so there's still some work to be done on them. Yeah, like you can see on this wreck marker, it's been shot to hell. Was like a little air bubble right there, but I do not mind. I do not mind getting the B pulls or anything like that, because this is just something for me to be creatively free on. I do like how the bullet holes are on this one. I got to see what wreck marker this is, because this looks pretty cool. This is a pretty cool mech. Alright guys, y'all have a good one, and the judge is back in the office today, so if you screwed up, you might be seeing him this morning. If not, good on you. Take it easy, guys.